stick up. Give it up, give it up. Don't move, it's a stick up. Give it up. Don't move, it's a stick up. Give it up, give it up.
Skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David? Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kevin, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Hardman Gordon are out on the wing. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Shooting 2. Free throw drops for Covington. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And both free throws good for Covington.
Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
Now here's Fournier, here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so smooth.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, and Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Pass to Gordon. To the middle. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Can't get it to fall. Here's Covington. That one's not going to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And it's Gordon missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ, knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Fultz against Westbrook. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Isaac, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Isaac.
Well, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. And he's got terrific skills and a promising future.
And both free throws good for Isaac. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
The Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Count that one.
And, you know, if you give Harden daylight to shoot from the mid-range, he'll take it. Can't give him any room, mid-range or 3, but mostly mid-range.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Coming off a terrific season, tops in scoring, 5th in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Count the basket.
Well, it looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
Isaac outside. Over Gordon. They get it again. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Covington. Gordon the pass to Westbrook. Over Fultz. And that one goes long.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Westbrook finds Harden. And here's Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. Westbrook, no good. Releases. The Magic getting another chance here. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 1. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Now here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility. One of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. Back to Fultz. No good there. Westbrook with the nice D there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
You know, one of the things you have to do to try to stop Westbrook is get physical with it. Bump him, slow him down some, especially on drives where he's looking to go right downhill, down your throat.
Fournier, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Here's Gordon. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Harden against Fournier, and Harden with the stuff.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
The Magic trailed by 3. Fultz looking around. Kicks it to Fournier. They shoot again, and it's laid in by Fultz.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Stolen by Bamba. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Ross is checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Fultz. Jeff Green is checked in for Houston. Then McLemore comes in for Eric Gordon. The 3 from Harden, drills it from outside. Harden's got 11 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Passes it to Ross. Lob pass to Gordon.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
McLemore with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Clock at 4. Green, no luck. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And it was was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
And that one falls for Fournier. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
And Orlando making a change here. Aminu's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He will run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Rivers.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Fournier gets a wide open look, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. DJ Augustine picks one up. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rivers. Rivers hits both of them. Here is Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. He feeds it to Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out the numbers for Fournier. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged 18 points per, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
The first free throw is good.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Here's McLemore. Aston Waba. The shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
That free throw good from Ross.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Now the pass to McLemore. Pass break. Here come the Magic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Ross, and Ross with the slam.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. You can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
Passed in Waba. Green against Aminu. Here's Rivers. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rivers has got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Fournier. Not a lot of room. That one goes. Count it.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
And here's Green outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Passes to Augustine from outside the arc. They get it back.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Augustine against Rivers. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Rockets have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
One shot.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Augustine against Rivers. 46 seconds left in the first. At the tip, it's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 4.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Back to Rivers from downtown. Here's Mwaba, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Fournier. He's got 15. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Augustine. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Well, man, a big-time effort for Evan Fournier, providing a lot of energy for Orlando. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll return shortly. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Rockets. Ben McLemore is out there with Rivers. And there's Green, and it's Mwaba in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Free throw drops for Vucevic. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
McLemore inside the line. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. There's the pass to Ross. Over McLemore. Money from the wing. Ross has got 6 points.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Rivers kicks to McLemore. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Rivers. And the 3 off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Passes it to Augustine. Clock at 6. Here's Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
So for the Magic, Gordon comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Fulton for Augustine. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter, and he gets the bucket. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, Tucker, ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Covington against Fultz. Vucevic trying to get open. Fultz, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Ross. From 13, here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. The feed to Ross. Gordon trying to break loose. No good from Ross. Rockets trail by 6. Outside, Covington. The 10-footer. Another shot. Orlando grabs the miss. Now Isaac. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Gordon. He shoots again, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And the 7-foot frame of Vucevic creates a lot of problems, causes a lot of problems for defenders, especially when he's close to the bucket.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And the first one drops.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that 3-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range, but I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many. You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vucevic became an All-Star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Harden.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
2 points. That one goes. Fultz has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And the basket by Harden.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Tipped away. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, 11th in steals. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And it's Gordon, that time on the assist by Vucevic. Gordon's got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando. And here's Westbrook. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Here's Fultz. Westbrook pulls it in.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really a...
Mercy, mercy me. And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
And the basket by Gordon.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
It's Harden with the drive. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drive. Excellent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. Harden hits them both. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Off the inbound.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open. No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Gordon kicks to Harden. No good on the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's the pass to Gordon. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Now here's Harden. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Gordon with no one around. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail by 4. Harden right side. Harden draws the double. With the shot. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Kept alive Orlando.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Vucevic. And then for Houston, Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. David Nwaba comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for Eric Gordon. Magic leading by 6. Fultz with the ball. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Here's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Nwaba passes to Green. He kicks it to McLemore. 5 on the clock. Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Fultz against Green. Looking to end his cold spell. He takes it up and lays it in. Fultz has got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando. On offense, here are the Rockets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Great positioning on the putback. Bamba's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Rockets trail by 12. Here is Harden. He's got 21. They need this. Oh, the power on that prudent.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
The Magic shooting straight 49% from the field. Westbrook against Fultz. There's the 3. Nwaba with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Shoots over Fournier. Orlando grabs the miss. Aminu's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And that one falls for Fournier.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House comes in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And so Fournier nails both of them. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Down by 12. Drops in the layup for 2. Rivers has got his 3rd basket of the night. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Fournier. And that one is hammered home.
And when Fournier gets rolling, watch out now. A high percentage shooter. He's very gifted at getting the looks he wants out there.
Stolen by Bamba. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. It's good. Gordon's got 13 points.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And so it's Orlando sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Evan Fournier was the man in the first. He had 37 points and also 3 steals. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Orlando played?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them. But I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Here's Fultz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
Hey, I tell you what, I like the fact that Markelle Fultz is not afraid of contact. He doesn't mind getting roughed up. When he's going up with his shot, he plays through that contact nicely.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball, Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
And he can't hit the second.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease. Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Fournier against Harden. Back to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Fultz has got 4 points now in the quarter.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Harden gets the bucket.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Westbrook against Fultz. Pass to Fournier. Outside Gordon. To the paint, Fultz. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Fultz has got 12 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Fultz finds Isaac. Back to Fultz. On the wing, Gordon. The Magic getting another chance here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Here's Tucker. Harden scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Back to Westbrook. And some nice passing there by Houston. Houston needs to get a shot off. And Harden launches it from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot's good from Fournier.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Isaac passes to Fultz. And here's Gordon. Over Harden. Second shot opportunity. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. The Rockets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Timeout called the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic, coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 19 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Westbrook, bank shot, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
The Rockets again can't hit. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Fultz against Gordon to the inside. Here's Vucevic. Goes back up, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
And over time, Vucevic has really developed a nice pump fake, and that often leads to him earning trips to the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Orlando making some changes. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. The Rockets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Robert Covington. And McLemore's subbed in for Gordon. He hits both from the stripe. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit, just to try to find something that works.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
That free throw good from Ross. The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. David Nwaba's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Ross.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Westbrook dishes to Green. To the middle, deflects the pass. Nwaba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
First one falls for him. The Rockets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Now Aminu. Vucevic down low. He can't get that one to fall. Here's McLemore. Banked in off the glass. McLemore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Rivers. He's got 8. Here's Nwaba. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Augustine. Over House. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's just too easy. I mean, when you don't box out Bamba, he punishes you for it.
McLemore, the pass to Nwaba. Now here's McLemore. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
2.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The Magic shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And the dunk by Bamba.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rivers finds Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ross, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Rivers dishes to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Rockets 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
The first one falls. And Jeff Green drops them both. The Magic shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Augustine with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, the offensive arsenal of Vucevic, fantastic. When he's rolling like this, watch out.
The pass to Nwaba. Back to Rivers. Kicks to Green. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Now here's Ross, guarded by McLemore. Ross, that's good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The drive by Green. Bamba with the block. Inside, and Vucevic throws it down.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Can they get it? Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The free throw drops for Rivers. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. To the inside. 1:35 left to play here in the third. Green kicks to Rivers. Ross against Green. That three off the mark. Orlando's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Vucevic, and that one hits back iron. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Nwaba. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. Free throw no good for Rivers. The Magic shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Vucevic. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Nwaba. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Nwaba's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Rivers against Augustine. Six to shoot. From deep. They get it back. Vucevic. That one no good. Rocket shooting with confidence. 50% from the field so far. Passes it to Green. Shoots over Vucevic. Vucevic with the block. And so it's the Orlando Magic having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Ben McLemore. He's out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Chandler in at the 5. Here's Rivers. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one drops. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Carter Williams. Here's the three. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Carter Williams. To the paint. James Harden with the rebound. Rocket shooting straight 49% from the field. And the three ball is good. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Fournier against Chandler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Aaron Gordon comes in for Clark. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for James Ennis. And it's Fulton for Carter Williams. And the second free throw, good. Now Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic's Magic leading by 23. A pass to Gordon. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the jam by Harden.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Fultz, accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
And you know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
From 6 feet, and again, the Rockets good for two.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Pass to Gordon. Now, here's Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. And Covington sends it back. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Tamari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Westbrook surveying the D over Fultz, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Gordon, uncovered. That one wide left.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Carroll kicks to Gordon. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Fournier against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Fultz against Westbrook. Gordon trying to break loose. They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And here's Westbrook. Over Fultz. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Isaac outside. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Outside Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. Count it. Vucevic has got 31.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. The Magic have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Outside Gordon. Takes the three. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Fades. And it's Gordon missing. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Pass to Gordon. Down low. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac outside. Vucevic the pass to Isaac. Fultz against Westbrook. Here's Isaac. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 33 points. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The shot's good from Fournier.
That's Fournier's specialty, the long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defenses.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Fultz finds Fournier, and here's Vucevic, guarded by Tucker. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 assists tonight. Outside Westbrook, 13 feet away. That shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. To the left side wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Westbrook against Fultz. Westbrook dishes to Tucker, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfectly.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Magic. Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Over Gordon. Fournier's shot is off.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Tucker, the pass to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one, good. Westbrook's got 15 points here in the second half.
Man, what a scorer Westbrook is. This guy can torch you on the drive or even with the jumper.
Here's Fultz. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden. The shot's good. Harden's got 38 points.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
A drive by Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Rockets shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Passes it to Tucker. Carroll with it. Shoots over Fournier. The shot by Carroll, no good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team. But these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Rockets.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Vucevic.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Goes up at the stripe. That shot off, and Orlando will come the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fournier against Harden. And Gordon over to help. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Here's Gordon. Tries again. Good D by Westbrook. Harden outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.